Alright guys, welcome to a new series of video that dedicated about rigging. And so I think in the the series that I made a few months ago, maybe I made a really simple Blender character and low poly character, of course. And I at the final stage, I rig it by using like this Blender's default armature and using this as a preset, and then use the mix mode to make it kind of like a running and arraying, something like that. But yeah, at hindsight, I did not like really dive really deeper into that specific concept. So I think yeah, maybe I'm going to dive that right now. Okay, and there is another reason. So for those of you guys who already subscribe and want to know what's going on and what I have in mind, I usually, share these thoughts on my Patreon, and this is like a daily memo. But I feel it's very important for you guys to know this kind of what's going on here. I like to learn this and to combine the 3D modeling as well as the like 2D stylized like a grease pencil or sort of thing, and combine with the drawing skill as well as drawing practice to make my first like web manga web comic. And that's the reason why you guys can saw a lot of video about grease pencil, about Blender, as well as about Clip Studio Paint, which is amazing software. So I basically want to try to create a pipeline where I can make like a 2D 3D combined stylish webcom. And for the reason why I share with you guys a new series about rigging, about these bones and skinning, something like that, that's because I want I want to like maybe just experiment a little bit, trying to use some of the poses of the motion capture. Okay, as you guys can see, I got maybe you can't see it because it's a green screen. I added it out, but I think it's doable. I got a really big green screen like behind me, and I think I can like doing the motion capture myself, and maybe I will be the actor as well as the director as well as the artist. Okay, so I may just make some move like maybe like some fighting scene, something like that, or make some poses, and of course I myself may use myself. I usually use myself as a reference, okay, especially the muscle. But I think maybe I can stylize a little bit. Maybe I can use myself as an input, and then using maybe sort of AI or sort of thing to change the position of armature, or maybe like a VRM model, something like that, so I can act and give that motion capture to a specific model, and then I can stylize that model. So for example, as grease pencil or something like that, I can just create a like a 2D reference image for my like a comic, and then I can quickly get things done and to get the idea across and maybe make something interesting. Yeah, that's basically what I have in mind. That's the reason why I like combine some of the weirdest stuff that you may find for a channel, and of course I also read somewhere, I think you sort of need to set a sort of niche for your channel, and yeah, I sort of want to do that because YouTube can be a revenue that if you're managing it well and set a specific niche. But I don't want this a specific niche to to constrain me into a specific field. I don't want to do that. I say heck with a niche. I don't want to do a niche. My life is not a niche. I want to combine things, experiment things. That's what I want to spend my like limited time on this planet. okay, to like mix things up and try things. So I think that's the reason why you see me like experiment a lot of things, a lot of tools. That's the reason, okay, and yeah. So don't just unsubscribe to my channel because I did not update some of the content that you like, or the content that you need, because I'm experimenting something. Okay, the good stuff will come later when I actually just master 20% or 30% of the tool, and I can combine and create something great, and maybe make something like short film or short animation, and even like a 3D animation for you to see. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. So yeah, let me bring you the blender. I don't bring the blender in my like I just talking at the wall there. Okay, so you can add bones. I can delete cube. Okay, Shift and A, and you can add armature. We can add single bone or varium humanoid. Okay, so of course you can start with the humanoid and then mix mode. I think I already did that, but that's like too complex too quickly, and of course it's not complex when you just add armature and you just auto rig it to a model, like a low poly model, and then use a mix mode. It kind of like missing a lot of detail. So I think maybe the simple way is the hard way, and it's the better way, while the hard way is the easy way and it's the bad way. Okay, so I already go through all this process, but I haven't learned anything about like rigging, animating, the scaling, all sort of stuff, and I can't make like a customized changes when I use a mix mode to generate things. So I'm thinking maybe starting with bones rather than using the armature. So if you are like a single bone, you can see we got the armature, and then inside we got the pose, and we got armature, and we got this like it's a bone here, and we can extrude this, and we will talk about that later. But I think we're going to go from this angle. So start from very simple one, adding complexity, and of course I want everything to be controllable. That's the reason why I use Blender, because it's like open source and everything are controlled, and you can sort of connect it to different software. And so what is more, I wanted to be able to use Grease Pencil. Yeah, because I ultimate goal for me is to create some sort of like anime or a manga style thing. So yeah, and by the way, here's another thing that I got in mind. I searched internet, but I haven't been able to find this like a first person viewpoint with manga, and I think, hey, yeah, maybe I'm going to experiment a little bit. I'm going to like create a first person like a first person but not shooting game sort of a manga, and yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to do. So yeah, and the reason of why I use this is because because of its simplicity and different angle. Because if you are like playing first person shooting game, you just need to model a gun, right, and then two hands. You don't need to like model the whole body and rig the whole body. You don't need to worry about all sort of like haircuts because you can't sit. Okay, so I think that's a very different experience when you are doing say the setting as well as manga, and but it can also give you like the viewer a unique experience, like experience things first handed. Okay, so yeah, let's just do some like basic like introduction. Okay, so basically, if you are dealing with the armature, okay, the armature do compose like the bone hierarchy. Okay, so we got armature here, we got bones, and that is our bone. Okay, and of course we can use the bone to attach to a certain mesh, or I think you can even attach to anything. maybe you can attach that to grease pencil, or grease pencil attached to a specific mesh, and then change the mesh and change the grease pencil. Yeah, maybe we can do that. I'm not sure. Okay, but I definitely going to try this. And of course, once you got this bone, and you can extrude it out, you can make it like a rotate a little bit. You just treat this as any object. Okay, you can just treat it as any object, and then you can like rig the bone and to a specific pose, and then you can like take a screenshot. Okay, that's a very quick way of doing things. If you want to quickly generate some manga poses and manga settings. And of course, the bone do have some kind of a hierarchy. So if you've got like multiple bones, like a tail, something like that. Let me just quickly get you the armature so you guys can see it more clearly. So it gets like, sorry, not synced well. It's like a humanoid, right? And you do have a certain hierarchy. So you got like a root, and got hips, and got all sort of things. And yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. Just need to know that we got like bones, and bones do have a hierarchy, and you can get a like a really complex armature that got tons of bone in it, or you can get like a really simple one bone, and then you can adding the like hierarchy to it. By the way, a quick takeaway: if you want like starting with one bone, you want to change it. Okay, okay, Shift and A, you got some like one single bone. You want to change it, you just need to go to the edit mode. Okay, and you just select here or select whatever. It's just select here, and you can E to extrude it. Okay, you can like that really depends on the direction or kind of thing that you want, and once you extrude it, and then you can extrude it, and all that follow a certain hierarchy. Okay, you go to the armature, you got this like post armature, right? You got bones, you got bone 1, you got bone 2. So everything that you create is like the sub hierarchy for the thing that you created earlier, and it would be really helpful, especially if you want to doing some animation that you want to get everything that is below the hierarchy got to continue to move. Okay, so you can get some sort of like animation like this. You want like get everything sub hierarchy to move at a certain point. It's like a tail. Okay, so you just like fix it here, and everything just sub children. You can just move the children here. You can move here with the children, and you can like move the whole arm, something like that. Okay, so it's basically you can get like a really smooth move. Okay, and I think that's enough for this video. I talk a lot about the future plan, the why I mix so much things up, and why I choose this specific topic. Okay, and yeah, and for the next video, I think we will like dive deeper and actually like build something, and maybe something about like keyframe, and yeah, maybe add some animation. So maybe actually make some of the hands and rig it to make it actually move. Of course, low poly, because I want add grease pencil later on. Okay, see you next video.